everybody. Welcome to the Fast Jam. I'm Tyler Grant. Thanks for coming back. If you've been with us all through the evening, we got warmed up on the slow jam and the mid-tempo jam. And now I'm sitting here in this freezing cold adobe house. I had to turn the heater on because it's cold in here. Getting warmed up for the Fast Jam. Okay, and we're starting with a number called 30 Years of Farming. This is a great song. It's written by Fred Eaglesmith, and you might know the James King Bluegrass version. So I play it like this. In the key of G. And a 1 and 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 4. Back to 1. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and a 2 dominant to the 5. 1 and 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 4. Back to 1. 1 and a 1. 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. Simple song, long form. So it's good for stretching out on. So if I'm going to kick it off, I might do something like this. 1, 2, 3. So the melody's in there, but you got room. You know, you got all these long spaces to kind of do stuff in there, and that big 2-5, which is always really, really fun to jam over. Okay, so go ahead and kick us off here on 30 Years of Farming in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's a little white note on the gate by the road that a man put up yesterday. And when we saw it, we all ran out just to see what it had to say. And when we read it, our eyes filled with tears and they fell to cold hard clay. Something about a mortgage, something about foreclosure, something about failure to pay. Oh, and on the post by the general store they put up a little sign. An auction sale, day after tomorrow at the end of the Lincoln line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartache, 30 years of day to day. Oh, my daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned. There was nothing left to say. I got it. All my mother's tears flowed freely down as she walked among flowers in the yard. And every number the auctioneer called was like a blow to her precious heart. And every number the auctioneer called meant another thing was auction, and we all stood there watching as they loaded it and drove it away. Oh, and on the post by the general store they put up a little sign: an auction sale day after tomorrow at the end of the Lincoln line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartache, 30 years of day to day. Oh, my daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned. There was nothing left to say. Play. Day's first dawning, when we awoke next morning, there was nothing for us to do. Nothing in the granary, no hay in the meadow, no cattle, no tractor, no tools. So we loaded up the car, took clothes that we wore, and a few things we managed to save. Mama read from the book, we took one last look, and then we drove. Oh, and on the post by the general store they put up a little sign: an auction sale day after tomorrow at the end of the Lincoln line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartache, 30 years of day to day. My daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned. There was nothing left to save me than you. Store they put up a little sign: an auction sale day after tomorrow at the end of the Lincoln line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartache, 30 years of day to day. Oh, my daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned. There was nothing left to say. My daddy stopped talking the day the farm was auctioned. There was nothing left to say. Sad song to an up-tempo, happy bluegrass melody and rhythm. I love that song. Hope you enjoyed picking it. I'm going to double check on the pages here, make sure we're all working. Okay, looks like we're live on Facebook. See how we're doing over on the tubes. And and we're live on the YouTube. Okay, I'll check in with y'all in a minute. Let me know where you are, how you're doing, what everyone's up to. Cool. Got lots of discussion over on the YouTube. I'll catch up here in a minute. Moving on, what do we have next? Remington Ride. All right. So, you know, I think of different tunes week to week, and of course I count on your requests as well, but this one just popped into my head as a cool instrumental to try out. So in the key of G. So it's AABA. It's a good long form, and we're moving up. It's typically a fast number, but again, so this is kind of what I was talking about during the mid-tempo jam. Really encouraging everybody to come back for the fast jam, whether you think you're ready or not. There's always something you can play. You could do a slow kind of break on this. Like here's the tempo going by, and you can go. You don't have to get all those 16th notes in there. You can play a simpler break. So that's kind of what I was getting at. In a tune like this, you can do those 8th note kind of phrasing, but throw in some quick double time notes when you can. That's the idea. And we're not like, this is getting to up-tempo bluegrass. We're not like, in my opinion, like very fast yet, but we're getting there. So this is kind of a good bridge to picking your way forward. But anyhow, and rhythm you can always simplify. You don't have to be playing a busy rhythm the whole time. The idea is to get really comfortable with these tempos. I usually don't give away the tempos we're at because I don't want you thinking about that too much, but we're at 128. This is manageable. And if it's above your skills for playing like full rhythm, just play simplified rhythm. But keep that tempo in your head. You got to know where that tempo is and let your playing adjust to the tempo. Don't let your playing adjust to the tempo. That's what I'm saying. And this is going to be great tools for you to take to the bluegrass jams, which could be any tempo, and you still want to be able to hang, right? So you got to just know some simpler things you can play if you're not quite there on the steady 16th notes. Okay. So I'm going to kick us off, and we'll play this 3 times through. And when we end it, after the 3rd time all the way through, it's a long form, remember, you tag it. Here we go. By the way, we're playing Remington Ride, okay? If you're just tuning in. Here we go, Remington Ride in G. I'm kicking it off. We'll play it 3 times through. Okay, fun. Just what a fun jammer, right? The Don Reno guitar version is kind of where it's at for me. And I saw a really cool video from Chris Henry that he posted that he got from David McLaughlin, who learned it directly from Don Reno. So anyway, there's a cool lineage to follow. If you want to know the hardcore version of that, look up Christopher Henry's version. He plays it out on the Facebook page. Okay, cool. How we all doing here? We got lots of folks picking along on the Fast Jam. Hi, Kathy. Cold, frosty morning. Cool. Hi, William. Hey, Mike L. Cool. Yeah, cold weather. Yeah, cold weather is no fun for anybody. But good for y'all hanging in there. Mike L. Yeah, arthritis. I'm really sorry. That's got to be tough. Hang in there and keep playing best you can. Over on the Facebook page. Hi, Skip. Hi, Sandra. Sandy. Hi, Corey. Hi, David. Hi, Scott. Hi, Arvind. Hi, Mickey. Cool. Thank you all for being here and picking along. Let's move right along. And what do we got? Good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. Hey, my biggest hit. One of my biggest hits. The first song on my first album. I learned this from my good buddy Tom Cunningham here in San Diego. Shout out to Tom Cunningham. North Coast. What is your church, Tom? North Coast Church. He does the music programming up there in Encinitas, and it's a really neat program. But everyone in San Diego knows Tom Cunningham, and I learned this song from him, and it sources back to Woody Guthrie, I think. But anyway, it goes like this. In the key of E, 1 and 5 and 1 and 1, 4, 4 and 1, 4, 4 and 1, 6 minor, 2 to the 5, 1 and 5 and 1 and 1, 4 and 4 and 1, 4, 4 and 1, 6 dominant, 2, 5 and a 1. So the first time I go through it, I do the 6 minor. And then the second time I do the 6 dominant, the 7th chord. And I have a particular kickoff because I've worked it up over the years. And let's see, it's going to be a slower tempo than where we were. Let's take it easy on this one. My kickoff goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to back this down a little bit. I'm realizing this is a little rushy for this song. It's just a rollicking little train number. So here we go. Here's my kickoff. 1, 2, 3. Here's my kickoff. I haven't really worked on this lately, but it's a pretty tricky little thing. Here it is. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Anyway. That's your melody. Okay. You can do it. You can do it a lot better than I just did. Go ahead and kick us off here on Good Morning, Mr. Railroad Man in the key of E. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. What time do your trains roll by? At 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Yes, that's 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Well, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. I'm gonna watch your trains roll by. I got it. I was standing on the platform, smoking on a cheap guitar, searching for that old freight train that carries an empty car. I pulled my hat down over my eyes, and I walked out across that track and caught me the end of an old freight train, and I never did come back. So good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. What time do your trains roll by? 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Yes, that's 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Well, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. I'm gonna watch your trains roll by. Play it. I found myself in a gambling game, but I could not play my hand. I was thinking all about that sweet lady I love. Run away with another man. Run away with another man. Run away with another man. I was thinking all about that sweet lady I love. Run away with another man. So good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. What time do your trains roll by? 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Yes, that's 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Well, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. I'm gonna watch your trains roll by. I'll play it then you. So good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. What time do your trains roll by? At 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Yes, that's 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Well, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. I'm gonna watch your trains roll by. Yes, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. I'm gonna watch your trains roll by. Hey, we did it. All right. Getting a little hoarse from all the singing tonight, and I'm losing my attention. Well, there was a show recently that claimed that as people age, they don't actually lose memory, they lose their ability to pay attention. I sort of believe that. Anyway, this time of the night, I'm really trying to stay attentive here and in the moment. And I'm realizing we have 2 train songs in a row. How about that? That train is going to keep on a-rolling here in 2022. And this being the first Fast Jam of the year, I think some of you might have some resolutions, music related or other. Go ahead and share them with me if you do. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit quicker. And we're in the key of D. And this one goes like this. It's a long form. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 4 and 4 and 1. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 and a 5. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and a 4 and a 4 and 1. 1 and a 1 and 1 and 1, 5 and a 1. And I kick it off like 1, 2, 3. Here's how I kick it off. 1, 2, 3. So there's a few key melody notes to hit along the way, and the rest can be a lot of filler because you have so much space between those phrases. Okay? So why don't you go ahead and reel it on in and cock the hammer back here and kick us off on the old Glendale Train in the key of D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with gold. I got it. Jones was the engineer. He had 20 years on the line. Kissed his wife at the station gate this morning, 6:35. Everything went fine till 9:30 when Charlie looked up and saw there was men on horses, men with guns, and no sign of the law. And somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. Made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train and they made off with the gold plate. White was the baggage man and he dearly loved his job. The company, they rewarded him with a golden watch and fob. Amos, he was marking time when the door blew off his car. They found Amos White in 16 pieces, 16 miles apart. And somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. Me than you. And somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. Alright. Fun. Okay. I love that song. It's a good one to get going on faster tempos. How's everybody doing out there? Hi, Skip. B flat on the mandolin. Hi, Elaine. Elaine. Gaudet. It's a French name, I believe. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Corey. Nice. Well, thank you all for being here, picking along. We got lots of discussion over on the adaptive wheelhouse on 150. Yeah, you could do it. I like that resolution. Thanks, Dodger. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, William. Thank you, Mike L. Yep, thanks you all for being here, picking along late in the evening with me. We got a handful of numbers left, and I think our resolution for the rest of the evening should be to just play the best we can for these last numbers. I'm trying to stay relaxed. I mean, it's a little cold in here, but I'm trying to stay relaxed and keep a light touch. That's part of the thing that is really easy to lose, especially when you're out there like performing acoustically, which I was doing quite a bit on the river over the summer. And also like getting in I mean, I've always been in pretty good shape, but I've been like kind of building the upper body a little bit for all this rafting and river stuff I've been doing, and keeping a light touch when your muscles are getting bigger is a trick. It's something that I'm trying to remind myself to do, not to muscle your way through it, but to keep that light touch and keep the muscles in your mind, in your intention, right? If that makes any sense. That's part of what I've been going through myself. I know everyone has different versions of what's ailing them, and for you know, for lots of aging adults, it's sort of the opposite of that. It's losing muscle and things like that you're dealing with, or things like arthritic conditions. I don't have anything close to that, but I did have some hand issues over the summer after doing so much rowing and guiding on the river, and I saw my physical therapist, and I've been doing some good stretches and things to try to keep my hands in good shape. But I'm always going to be active. I'm always going to be out there doing stuff. I can't just sit inside and do music. I have to be out there riding the mountain bike and hiking and rowing those boats down the rivers and stand-up paddleboarding. And it's just my lifestyle. So I'm doing my best to keep all those things flowing. But whatever is ailing you physically, I really wish you the best this year, and to find the best approach to adapting to whatever it is you're going through, and doing everything you can, and good Lord willing, all these things really working their best for you, you know, physically and mentally. So for the rest of the evening, let's just stay positive and see how we do. And we're going to need a good chunk of that for Roanoke. I don't know about you, but Roanoke has always been a tricky one for me. And I put it not toward the end because I want this to be kind of, we're pushing the tempo a little bit, because Roanoke is usually like in the 160 area as far as traditional bluegrass with Bill Monroe. We're going to be a good bit slower tonight than that. But I'm just going to strum through the rhythm all the way through. Feel free to strum along with me, and just to kind of get acclimated to this tempo. So Roanoke, I'll do the little strum through the rhythm one more time. So I'm going to kick us off, and let's play it. Let's go ahead and play it 4 times through. Why not? Me, you, me, you, me, you, me, you. Give us a chance to kind of warm up on this and do the best we can on Roanoke in the key of G. So I'm going to do that 2-measure figure. Let's see. And then I'll start playing. So it's the same amount of time as 8 taters. Okay? So here I go on that little kickoff figure, and I will kick it off. And after your 4th time through, you tag it. Okay? Here we go. I don't know what it is about that tune. It might just be because I psyched myself out so much about it in the early days of my bluegrass picking, because it was always that one, oh God, are you going to be ready to jump up there on Roanoke? But it's one I'm going to keep working on, and I hope you do too. And get that one up to its actual tempo, 160. Tricky on the guitar. But hey, that's no excuse. I'm going to get it. Don't you worry. Okay, moving on. We got 3 more songs. New Camptown Races in B flat. And we're going to hang at the same tempo, which is pretty quick for this tune, but hey, we're at the fast jam, right? So I'm going to capo up to B flat, and we'll play New Camptown Races. We'll do the straight AAB form, okay? AAB every time. You know, sometimes at the jams you might abbreviate it to like 1A and then a B part. We're going to go AAB every time. I'll kick us off 3 times all the way through. AAB, 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 AAB. Me, you, back and forth 3 times. And then your tag is the okay, that's your tag. Okay, I'm going to kick us off on New Camptown Races. Here we go. How did that feel? Felt okay for me. But hey, you know, getting back in shape, getting it all back and getting it all even further than we've been before. That's our goal this year, right? Okay, moving right along. Nobody's Love Is Like Mine in the same key. And we're going to push this up a little bit. And this is one of these songs that I like to push the tempo on, or just like get up to that next zone with, because it's sort of, I don't know, dare I say, easy to play. I mean, easier than new Camptown Races anyway. The melody is simpler to play at these fast tempos. So let me kind of, you know, feel free to pick around at this tempo to warm up to it. Nobody's love is like mine. No one's so faithful and kind. So again, if you're not like at this tempo yet as far as steady 16 notes, you could always do something like, do a simple version of the melody. You can do it. You can always do something simple with the rhythm too, like even that kind of thing. Just do the best you can to stay with the tempo. That's the idea. So here's how this song goes. Let's just strum through it one time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 1 and 4. 1 and a 1 and 5. 1 and a 1 and 4. 1 and a 5 and 1. So my kickoff goes 1, 2, 3. Try it again. So here's how I might kick it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If I can get that. If I can get that cross picking up in there clean at this tempo, that's my big win for the day. But however you decide, go ahead and kick this off in the key of B flat. Nobody's love is like mine. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Nobody's love is like mine. No one so faithful and kind. Love that is true as the ocean. Nobody's love is like mine. I got it. You tell me that you found another. Now you are going far away. Why do you leave, little darling? I love you both night and day. Nobody's love is like mine. No one so faithful and kind. Love that is true as the ocean. Nobody's love is like mine. Play it. guess that I'll just go on dreaming, wondering what it could be. Someday, little darling, you'll be sorry for the way that you've treated me. Nobody's love is like mine, no one's so faithful and kind. Love that is true as the ocean, nobody's love is like mine. Me than you. I guess that I'll just go on dreaming, wondering why it could be. Someday, little darling, you'll be sorry for the way that you've treated me. Nobody's love is like mine, no one's so faithful and kind. Love that is true as the ocean is blue, nobody's love is like mine. All right. Okay, and then our last song of the night, Roll in My Sweet Baby's Arms. We'll pick up this tempo a little bit up to where that song is, and we'll give it a go. So again, let's just kind of like take a deep breath first, relax a little bit, and then we'll kind of just strum through this one a couple times to get ourselves warmed up before we kick it off, okay? So here we go, Roll in My Sweet Baby's Arms in the key of A. So here we go, just strumming through it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll in my sweet baby's arms, roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around this shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. So my kickoff goes something like, I kind of try to imitate the Earl kickoff. So it's something like, try to do that thing, you know, that little banjo roll that he does. Anyway, however you like to kick it off, here's your chance. At the actual tempo from the original recording by Flatt and Scruggs. We're not pushing this at all. We're playing this where they played it. So here you go. Kick us off on Roll in My Sweet Baby's Arms, key of A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around this shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. I ain't gonna work on the railroad, I ain't gonna work on the farm. Gonna lay around this shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around this shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Play. Mother was a beauty operator. Sister could weave and could spin. Daddy's got an interest in that old cotton gin. Just watch all the cotton roll in. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around this shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. I know that your parents don't like me. They drove me away from your door. Had my life to live over. Never go back there no more. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around this shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Now where was you last Friday night, whilst I was lying in jail? You were walking the street with another man, and you wouldn't even go my bail. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Sometimes there's a change in the ocean. Sometimes there's a change in the sea. Sometimes there's a change in my own true love, but there's never a change in me. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around this shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. You and me. shack till the mail train comes back. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Hey! Alright, well thanks for hanging with me and taking that around a dozen times. I like to do that at the end. You all know this. You've been here with me. Because, you know, you just want to get that one good break in there, right? When it all comes down to just getting that one solid break. That's kind of what this music is all about. And being ready to do that at any time, that's the hard part, right? Well, cool. So again, just a reminder, we got the Bluegrass Kickoff series on Jam Play, the live series starting this Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. It's just a 45-minute to an hour lesson. And we're starting with Worried Man Blues this Wednesday. So that's a fun series. Most of you who are still here watching this are probably a little beyond that. But there's something for all levels on these on Jam Play. And also my friend Ann Sibley is doing a 6-week songwriting course with a group, kind of an online group, and it should be really, really well put together, and it's supposed to be this joyous experience writing songs together. So check that out. Hit me up if you need Ann's contact. That's a really cool opportunity starting this Wednesday. And otherwise, I'll be here next week, and y'all just stay in touch. Don't be strangers. Be safe out there. And Happy New Year, everybody. All right. See you next Monday.